Okay, hello homesteaders. Today, really quickly, I'm going to go over how to plug a tire with a tire repair kit. I have used a rolling magnet around my property, but I'm still finding screws and nails, and unfortunately the magnet does not work on roofing aluminum nails. And I did get a nail in my lawnmower when I was just cutting and mulching leaves the other day. So let's go over that right now. As you can see right here, this tire is good. This one is concave and it is flat. And I'll bring the camera a little closer. Luckily, when I looked at it, I ran my hand over it and right away found a nail head sticking out. It's kind of a bummer. I'll show you how to fix this. Every homesteader should have a tire repair kit. I did a couple videos and I'll link them in the video description on a tire plug kit for your car, your bug out vehicle, your overlanding vehicle. You should just have one on the Homestead. Right now, if I was to take this tire off the machine, run it into town, for me personally, it would take over an hour, probably to 2 hours, just to get this tire fixed. With the tire repair kit, you can fix this in minutes. So let's get over that right now. Right there, you can see the nail. Typical Chinese stuff. It comes with gloves that I never wear. But you should use the jack stand always. This, you can see it's a little not the most stable, but I'm not going to get underneath this. This is just to see the tire right there and fix it. And this kit I actually just got. I have a Boulder Tools small kit for my truck that's always in there. And then I have a slime, the economy, the cheaper kit in my wife's little Kona we keep with all the time. And this one I bought because I figured, and good thing I did, that I would have more flat tires, just in general. So there's the nail. We're gonna just pull out the nail. Wow. Holy cow. Make sure you still know where it is. You're gonna take the reaming tool. I'm gonna just stick that in there so I know where it's at. That's a pretty good sized nail, and you can see that it's pretty rusty. So, so unfortunately, and this is ferrous material, so my magnet, I must have just missed it. So what I normally do is, I haven't started it at this new place yet, but I get some kind of a bottle, like a milk jug or something, heavy plastic material, and I keep it in the shop, and whenever I find nuts and bolts and screws that are sharp, I drop it in there. And then once it's full, take it to the scrap. So we can go by, they do include really nice instructions. It shows you this, kind of the same thing. Using your needle nose, pull out the nail, and then you use the reamer, the heavy duty handles. They call it the probe reamer into the puncture thread, and push taper shaft into and out of the hole several times to expand and enlarge the hole, because you got to be able to there you go. Okay. We'll go by the instructions. I'm one to never use the instructions. So it says prepare the heavy-duty T-handle insertion tool. So that's this one. And then it just says, okay, so that's what they say. I've never done that before, but as you can see, this tool, it's spread open right there. So they're recommending to dip this into the lubricant, which is in there, and then put in the sticky plug. So I'll do what they say. I've never used the lubricant before, usually just muscle my way, but we'll try it. So here is the lubricant. I just dip the tip in. They recommend, and then these are your sticky plugs. You get a good amount of them with this kit. That's one of the reasons I liked it. I'm probably gonna go get a Ziploc bag and store these in, because now that I've opened it, these are really sticky. So they show in the instructions that you use the needle nose pliers to pull them out. I don't know if that's necessary. I'll try it using their, they're really sticky. There we go. Okay. You don't want to put too much lubricant, because then it makes it so you have a hard time getting this thing through. I like to flatten the ends. Okay, what you want to do is pull it through so it's like that. If you can see. So that's literally the hardest part. Well, one of the hardest parts. You pull it through and get it to go through the eye of the needle like that. And then this is probably the hardest part. You're gonna have to take this, push this through into the tire. It's gonna bend like this, and you wanna leave about 1/2 inch sticking out once you push it in. So I'm gonna try to get this zoomed in on here. Okay, so now we've got, because you need that hole a little big. There it goes. Okay. Still got about, if you can see now on there, hopefully you can see that. There's about, on the very bottom here, about 1/2 inch sticking out. And then you got to pull this out. Now the next hard part, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very good, but this piece, you push it down into the tire and it kind of holds the plug in place, and then you pull the handle at the same time. So this piece that slides, the cheaper kits do not have this. This does help though, because it kind of holds the plug in place. And now we got the plug sticking out. What I like to do, just for my own reference, I try to get the length of this plug, roughly the middle of it. I hold it like that. I use it as a measuring device. I can hold it there, and if you can see, and I can visually see that I have about half of the plug is in the tire. So that's, to me, that's good. And then you get the included knife, and then just cut the excess material off. You don't want to cut it down to the, you want to leave a little bit. There you go. I cut off that excess material, and now we will pump it with air. Okay, I've got my compressor here. I pre-filled this up, and the other tire, they take just over about 10 psi, so these are pretty low pressure tires. So I will put some air, and I give it to Simplicity for making a very hard to fill tire. Okay. This kit does give you a really nice pressure gauge to check. And it's actually a metal one. A lot of these are cheap plastic, so this is actually pretty nice. Okay, I did that on purpose, but I am at about 15 psi. I wanted to put a little bit more air in there than normal. And then what I'm going to do now, well, I'm deaf in one ear, so I got to do this ear. I can still... And I do not hear anything. Generally, sometimes you may hear, if you didn't seat the plug-in correctly, you will hear some hissing. Especially true if you're doing this on a tire that, which I've done before with my brother, where the tire still had a lot of air in it and it was on a truck, currently on the truck on the side of the highway. You will hear hissing right away because you're plugging it as pressure is pushing out on it. But this method of jacking it up, getting it off, so there's no pressure working against you, is a little easier. So there you can see. And if I wasn't filming and had the correct jack right away, I mean, it's a pretty quick process, you can see. And this saves you about an hour to 2 hours in time, plus $20 to $30. And honestly, I'm gonna use this until I get another leak. I'm not gonna put a patch on the inside. You know, to me, these plugs, they last a long time. This will just wear down eventually, and it'll keep a seal in there. So now all I'm gonna do is put everything back in this kit. Everything has got a place. These little ends of these little the leftover plugs that I cut off, I'll just dispose of those. The only thing I would recommend, they give you a bag where these are all in there. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna put these in a Ziploc bag and then put them back in here because I feel like they might dry up. They do give you a spare needle with this kit, so if this breaks, there's an Allen wrench. This kit is a very well-built kit. This is one of those ones that will last you, you know, a long time. So I can show you again what the kit contains. You've got a needle nose pliers, air gauge, a knife to cut off the access plug. You've got a spare needle, which I'm not sure where it goes in here. And then you've got this little box. I'll show it to you close up. So you've got a deflator tool in here. You've got tools to repair the air nozzles. These are the little needles that are in your air nozzles. This is the little tool that you can unscrew and take apart the valve stem itself. You've got some Allen wrenches, spare little caps. I mean, a really nice kit. You can fix all kinds of problems. You got a lot of plugs. What do we got here? Let's see, 2, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 plugs. That's a lot of fixing there. You know, the spare parts. I really wish I knew where I'll put it there. Nice set of instructions, so when you get the fog of war and your brain's not paying attention because you're freaked out because you're on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, instructions are good. It'll help with muscle memory. Like I said, some lubricants, so if you got a difficult tire, your tools, and a nice hard case. The Boulder Tools one. The other kits that I have the Boulder Tools Molle kit. It's a small black military Molle style bag. That one I keep in the truck because it's just handy. It's like this kit, but it doesn't have as many plugs, it has a lot of the same tools. It's just a smaller case and it's a little bit more compact, which It's pretty nice. But for the shop, I just wanted this one. And now we'll lower this, and here we go. Okay. And then this jack, if you're not familiar with this style, you've got a little, to lower it, you've got a little valve down here. And that's how you lower these. And as you can see, it is holding air. These plugs, I've used them on the highway. I've used them everywhere, off-road, you name it. They work. And as a homesteader, if you want to be self-reliant, it is a good method to fix your tires at your homestead, so you don't have to go out and spend money and time. In general, the biggest advantage to me is the time. Like I said, if I was going to go to town, even if I went to the closest town, which could fix a tire, it's 10, 15 minutes just to get to town. Plus I got to find a place that's going to do the fix, wait for them to do it. A lot of times they can fix it on the spot, but at the bare minimum, it's going to be an hour. This, like I said, if I wasn't filming, this would have taken me, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So hopefully this was helpful. And till next time, stay self-reliant, and I will put my affiliate links for Amazon for this tool and the other ones. The affiliate links, how it works is I earn a small commission if you do buy it from my link. The price is the same as if you didn't buy it from my link. It's just Amazon's way of thanking me for pointing out some great products to people. I bought this one and the other one when it was on sale. So I would recommend kind of looking at the prices. And they didn't give this to me. This is all the stuff I bought with my own money, because it's just a good kit. So this is the box that it comes in. I'm not going to keep that anymore. It's going to just stay like this. But thanks again, and hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, homesteading, you have to wear multiple hats. So, and tire repairman is one of them. Just wanted to add really quick, if you don't have a rolling magnet or some form of magnet and you're moving into a new property, it's a really good purchase. They sell them at Harbor Freight, Amazon, different places, and they have different kinds. They have some that are just a wand that you run over. The best kind, I believe, is the rolling kind. It is, you just roll it over the area and it'll pick up screws, nuts, bolts, all kinds of stuff. And it's whenever you have rain and kind of changing weather, it's always a good idea to run the magnet over that area again, because it'll bring stuff up to the surface. And unfortunately, I found out the hard way with my flat tire. Okay, if you don't know what one of these are, it is a rolling magnetic floor sweeper. What it is you literally roll it and on the bottom you've got a magnet down here. And right now I just picked up some small little pieces, but of course, now there's no metal. Okay, this is that nail I just pulled out of a tire, just to use as a reference. Unfortunately, I missed it, but nothing is 100%, but I'll show you how it works. So there's the, you heard it, I picked it up. So there's your piece of metal under there. It's a pretty strong magnet. Oh wow, look at that. I actually did get something else just now. I got a plastic furniture thumbtack, one of those ones that's got a plastic, so it does work. But, so what you can do with this though is just pick off this stuff, or you set it over a metal container collection bin, something where you want to throw all your metal pieces, like a plastic drum or something, and you pull this handle up and it will release the magnet and everything will just drop. I don't want to do it now because with my luck I'll drop this and something will bounce and I'll miss it, then I'll run over it in a week. But if you've ever worked in a machine shop or something like that, these are everywhere. You roll them around, take it to the chip hopper, Good thing I didn't pull it all the way. But all you do is pull this handle. And what that does is it pulls the magnet far enough away so the material drops from the bottom. If you have a homestead and you just bought some property and you're going to drive stuff with tires on it, I highly recommend one of these. This thing has saved me so many potential flats, and it's one of those things I use it all the time, because you dig in a new area, you get some rain, the ground gets shifted, and all of a sudden you'll see some screws or nails that the previous owners have left or some contractors have left, and then I'll go take this and run over the area. I do it all the time. So, or I spill something, or I'm in the middle of working on something and I drop a screw or something like that and I can't find it. I can just, especially in the grass, you could sweep it over the area and you'll hear that clink when it picks it up. It's a really good tool. It's one of those really good tool. Like I said, if you've enjoyed this and want to see more, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way. And hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks again.